Hello students. Today we are going to start new chapter of second part of accountancy, that is accounting for the company, and the chapter name is issue of shares. In this chapter we are going to discuss about share, how it is issued and different cases on this. So let's start. Issue of share. First of all, we have to discuss about company. As in the previous chapters, you studied about sole proprietorship and partnership form of business organization, but it is not sufficient to meet the growing demand of very big business because of their limitations such as limited capital, managerial abilities, unlimited liabilities, and other drawbacks. So, company is a substitute of sole proprietor and partnership. A company is an artificial person created by the law and having separate legal entity with a perpetual succession and a common seal. It is an artificial person because it is created by the law and having separate legal entity with a perpetual succession and a common seal. Here you can find in the definition all the features of the company. Right here, right here. Okay? So now in next slide we discuss these features. First, incorporation. The certificate of incorporation of a company is issued by the ROC as per guideline given in the Companies Act 2013. The law consider as a company as artificial person. So as we discussed, the company is an artificial person, and because of this it use common seals and also have perpetual succession. Separate legal entity. A company has separate legal entity from its owner. It means company is a legal person and its entity is quite distinct and separate from its member. It can purchase and sell the property in its own name, can open bank account, and also can be entered in a contract. Perpetual existence. The existence of the company does not affected by retirement, death, lunacy, and insolvency of the members. So it does not affected by any of the activities or any of the event which occur in the company. Common seal. As company is an artificial person, it cannot sign, so it use a common seal. Transferability of share. The share of the public company are transferable but not of private company. Limited liability. The liability of shareholder is limited to unpaid value of his share. For example, if the face value of the share in the company is 10 rupees and the shareholder has already paid 8 rupees, he can called up upon to pay not more than rupees 2 per share. Separation from the management from ownership. It is different from its management and ownership. Shareholders are true owners of the company, but usually the number of shareholders is quite large, and as such it is neither possible nor desirable for each member to take part in day-to-day management of the company. So it is managed by board of directors elected by the shareholders. Here is the features of private and public company as you studied in class 11 business studies, that is number of members in the private company minimum 2 and maximum 200, whereas in public company minimum 7 and maximum no limit. It cannot invite public for subscribe its shares, but it can invite public to subscribe his share. Transfer of share, there is restriction on the transferability of the share, but there is no restriction in public company to transfer its share. Now, what are the types of share? There are two types of share. First is preference share and second is equity share. Preference share as those share which enjoys preferential rights, right to dividend, right of dividend before equity share, repayment of capital on winding up of company before equity share. Equity share, the share which are not preference share are called equity share and they do not get any preferential right as discussed in above. They are the real risk bearer. Term used in accounting for share capital. The first and foremost is prospectus. It is an invitation to the public for subscription of share or debenture. As you know, the public company has to issue prospectus in the market so that their share will be subscribed by the public. Capital, in case of company, money is contributed by public and people who contributed money are called shareholders. Share capital, the capital raised by issue of share is called share capital. Like if you issue 10,000 shares at the rate of 10 rupees, then your share capital is how much? You can easily calculate. It will be 1 lakh. Right over here. Okay, so it will be 1 lakh rupees. Authorized capital. Authorized capital are also called as a nominal or registered capital. It is a maximum amount of capital of a company can issue. It is stated in MOA, Memorandum of Association. Issued capital, the part of authorized capital which is offered to the public for the subscription, it cannot exceeds authorized capital. If you authorized 1 lakh shares and you issue 60,000 shares, so it is issued capital and authorized is 1 lakh capital and remaining is called up capitals. Okay. It is the amount of nominal value of the share that has been called up by the company for the payment by the subscriber towards the share. Right? Paid up capital, it is part of called up capital that the member of the company or shareholders have paid. The remaining shares which are uncalled is called reserve capital. It is a portion of uncalled share capital which can be called only in case of winding up. Like I discussed, 1 lakh shares is issued and 1 lakh shares are authorized and 60,000 is issued. That is issued capital and remaining 40,000 will be reserve capital. Right? Okay. Capital reserve, it is a capital profit not available for distribution as dividend or made out of capital profit, that is called capital reserve. Okay. Disclosure of share capital in company's balance sheet. Example is given. AD Delhi Limited invite application for 20,000 equity share of rupees 10 each at issued price of 10 rupees. The amount payable along with the application is 10 rupees. The issue was fully subscribed. Show the balance sheet of the company. So, here we solve that AD Delhi Limited invite application for 20,000 equity share of rupees 10 each. So 20,000 into 10. Okay. How much? 2 lakh. Okay. Don't enter it. First complete the question. The amount payable along with application. Okay. It means only on first time they receive whole money, and it is written as this issue was fully subscribed. So 20,000 equities are purchased by the people and whole money is distributed. So here it is written as 2 lakh. How it is shown in the balance sheet? So in share capital and cash equivalent. It is a current asset because you receive the cash, no? So it is written as cash and cash equivalent. Notes to account, here you can see share capital, authorized capital, that is 2 lakh, issued 20,000 equity share of 10 each, and subscribed is 2 lakh. Okay. Issue of share at par. Share are issued at par when they are issued at price of equal to the face value. A share with a face value of 10 rupees issued at 10 rupees. Right? The par value, that means what is the actual cost of the share, that is the par value of the share. Okay. Issue of share at premium. The share are issued at premium to the public by well managed and financially strong company through IPO, initial public offer. When called up value is more than face value, then it is called at premium. Like in the previous, the rate of share is 10 and you issued at 12. So 2 rupees, that is extra, are treated as a premium. Okay. The security premium reserve account is made for this purpose. The premium can be called with any installment like application, allotment, first call or second call. In absence of information, the amount of premium is recorded at the allotment time, that is second stage. Use of security premium reserve. Under section 52 of Companies Act 2013, the amount of security premium reserve can be used for the following purpose: to issue fully paid bonus share to the shareholders, to buy back its own share as per section 68, to write off expenses, commission paid, discount allowed on issue of share or debenture. Calls in arrear. It refers to the amount which has not been paid by shareholder on allotment or call made by the company till the last date fixed by the company for the payment. Company can charge interest 10% per annum from the due date to the date of actual payment. Okay. So if any shareholder does not pay the money which is called by the company on time, then it is called calls in arrear. Company can charge 10% per annum on the unpaid amount which is not paid by the shareholders, and it can be charged up to the actual payment date. Calls in advance. Account is shown separately in balance sheet. It refers to the amount which has not called up by the company but has been paid by some shareholder in advance. The company is required to pay interest 12% per annum. If any person pay advance money, then the shareholder will get 12% interest on that advance money. So remember this. Issue of share consideration other than cash. Sometimes the company purchases some asset for the vendor, and instead of paying the vendor in cash, they do not pay cash to vendor. The company may decide to issue share to the vendor, is known as issue of share for the consideration other than cash. Shares can be issued to the vendor at par or premium. The following entry will be passed: asset to vendor as purchase of asset, vendor to share capital, vendor share capital or security premium reserve, as if it is issued at security premium reserve or security premium. Right? Okay. Now, some changes in Companies Act 2013. The share issue at discount is not in your syllabus and also restricted by Companies Act. Company would no longer be permitted to issue share at discount. The only share that could be issued at discount are switch shares or switch equities, where shares are issued to the employee or director in lieu of their services under Section 54 of 2013. The other name given to this option is employee stock option scheme. Okay, so if the company want to issue the shares on discount, they have to issue switch equity. Switch equity are those equity which is issued by the company to its employee or directors at the discount or for the consideration other than cash for providing know-how, making available intellectual property right. Okay, so it can be issued only to the member of the companies. Now, the preliminary expenses are discussed in this slide. As per accounting standard, these expenses are to be written off in the year in which they are incurred. They should be written off first for the security premium account and in its absence from profit and loss account in the same year. OPC, one person company. The Company Act 2013 introduced a new type of entity to existing list. One person company means private limited. Company with only one person as its member. Only a natural person who is citizen of India can be the member of OPC. Its minimum paid up capital is 1 lakh rupees and it can be formed for the business as well as charitable purposes. So, one person company now can be opened by a person and can be work for the business purposes as well as charitable purposes. So it is a very good decision, and if a person wants to open a company, it can open by registering them, right? So it is quite good. The member of OPC is a natural person, can be formed by one person. Its paid up capital should not exceeds from 50 lakh rupees, and average turnover of 3 years should be not exceed to 2 crore. So this is some limitations of OPC. Now, we discuss some cases of subscription. Normal subscription. Sometimes by the chance, the number of share applied by the public is the same as the number of shares offered by the company. This situation is known as normal subscription. Like a company issue 20,000 shares and the people who subscribed is just equals to 20,000 shares. So this will be the normal subscription. Okay? This will be normal subscription, right? Under subscription. Under subscription is the situation in which we issue more share but subscribe by less. The share applied is less than share offered. The number of share applied for its is less than share offered to the public for the subscription, or the application of the shares are accepted and the accounting entries are made on the basis of number of the share applied by the public rather than offered. Minimum subscription. Accounting section 39. It is the amount which must be subscribed by the public, and according to the Companies Act, the minimum subscription has been fixed at 90% of invited amount. Like if you issue 1 lakh share, the subscribed capital must be 90,000 share. Right? You understand this? So minimum subscription is up to 90%. Sometimes shares are issued to the public by a well-managed and financially strong company through IPO, initial public offer. So oversubscription is a situation when applied share is more than offered share. Like if you issue 1 lakh share and subscription come for 1,20,000. The board of directors cannot allot share more than that offered to the public for the subscription. So under this case, 3 alternatives are available to the directors in this situation. The first alternative is to reject application. Second is pro rata allotment. Third is full allotment to the some applicants. Accounting treatment in the case of oversubscription. Share application account will be debited to share capital and refund is made to bank account. Okay? Due application money is transferred to the share capital account and excess money of rejected application is refunded. Now, the second alternative is you can treat as advance call. Entry will be share application account debit to share capital, share allotment and advance call. So all the money is distributed in these 3 parts. Due application money is transferred to share capital account, excess money on application transferred to share allotment account and the balance transferred to calls in advance. Now accounting treatment in case of oversubscription is third. The share application account debit to share capital to share allotment to calls in advance and remaining you cannot allot will be refunded. Due to application money is transferred to share capital account, excess money on application transferred to share allotment and the balance transferred to share capital or share calls in advance. Excess money of rejected application is refunded. Forfeiture of the share. If shareholder fails to pay called up money on the allotment and further calls, then the company can forfeit their shares. So it is called forfeitures of share. The share can be cancelled and the amount already paid may be forfeited. The name of shareholder is removed from the registered members. Amount already received on these forfeited share by the company will be forfeited by the company. The forfeited amount should be transferred to newly opened account, that is share forfeiture account, and the shareholder fails to pay the call up money on allotment and further call and their share will be forfeited, and share can be cancelled and amount already paid may be forfeited. That means if a person is unable to pay the call money when it is called up by the company, they are having right to forfeit their share, and whatever amount they paid previously is grabbed by the company, forfeited by the company. Forfeiture of shares. Case 1. When the share issued originally at par. So, or at premium also. The share capital account, to share allotment, to share calls in arrear, share forfeiture account. Right? When share are issued originally at premium, not received, share application, security premium, share allotment, share calls in arrear, share forfeiture. Okay? Third is when share are reissued at par, if the shareholder is requested to reissue the forfeited share, or they are having right to reissue the forfeited share to another shareholder, the entry will be bank account to share capital. When share are reissued at premium, so bank account to share capital to security premium. Transfer of balance of share forfeiture account. The balance must be credited to share forfeiture account, debit to capital reserve. The forfeited amount must be the forfeited share which are reissued to the transfer at capital reserve account. Here is an example. R Limited forfeited 200 equity share of rupees 10 each, issued at premium of rupees 5 per share, payable along with the allotment of the non-payment of the allotment money of rupees 8 per share, including premium. Okay? So, application money was rupees 2 per share. The forfeited share were reissued for the rupees 2000 as fully paid up past the necessary general entry. So, R Limited forfeited 200 equity share, rupees 10 each, issued at premium, that is 5 rupees. So, here they are saying that payable along with the allotment. For the non-payment of allotment money of rupees 8, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 3 rupees of allotment and 5 rupees of premium, the share will be forfeited. Application money was 2 per share, so called up money is 5 rupees and 5 rupees of premium, and share, the forfeited share was reissued at rupees 2000 as a fully paid up share. So, equity share application to security premium reserve, to share allotment, to forfeited share. So, 200 into how much money? How much money we should enter here? 1000, and security premium, that is 5 to the 10, 1000. Share allotment 8 rupees at 200 equity share, 8 to the 16, 1600, and remaining amount which is left here is 400 rupees. So, bank account to share equity share capital, that is 2000 as we reissue. So, the forfeited amount, that is 400, is transferred to capital reserve. Right? Quite easy. You can easily solve them. Conclusion is, equity shareholders are partly owners of the company. Premium received on the issue of share is shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. So, this video ends here. In next video, we solve all the questions related to this share by case, and also try to understand the pro rata allotment of share capital. Thank you.